Welcome back from commercial. If you're just joining us, we're in the top of the 7th inning. We have no score. My name's Mike. Alongside me is Mike.
And now, coming up in the top of the 7th, Game 7 of the World Series between the Royals and Indians. For the Royals, we have Salvador Perez leading off, batting .260 on the year. Not very good, but hey, he's come up in the World Series batting a solid .340.
Yeah, he really seemed to pick up the slack off of the year. Wasn't the most productive year, but has really stepped it up during the World Series.
And the first pitch is being delivered. Oh, just outside. A curveball just missed.
Looked tempting, but held off.
And now the second pitch. Oh, here it comes. Strike. Strike one, right down the middle. God. Mike, why was he swinging there?
I think he's checking out the speed. We have a new pitcher in, so he's probably getting some pitches under his belt. Doesn't want to get the pitcher off with too little pitches.
And now here comes the third pitch of the at-bat. Strike two on the upper half of the plate. Curveball. Look good, Mike. Again, he's just missing out, and I don't know what he's doing.
I think, yeah, he's not swinging. I'd be surprised if he goes down with no swings here, as consistent he's been during the World Series.
And let's see Perez here on the fourth pitch. And here it comes. And oh, ball outside. Okay. Even up the count, 2-2. What do you think? What do you think's the?
I'm liking the take here. Wasn't really looking much. No reason to chase outside. Probably looking for a strike.
And here comes next pitch. Oh, swinging ground ball, shortstop. Oh, he picks it up and he fires the first base. He's out.
With one out here in the top of the 7th. Second up, we have Eric Hosmer.
Mike, it's Eric Hosmer.
Oh, that's my bad. I just moved here recently, so not the best of things. Eric Hosmer walks up confidently, like he's know what he's doing. Although he is only batting .270 on the season, little disappointing for him. With the first pitch on the way, and Eric drives it to left field. Jim Thome is under it and drops it. Jim Thome drops it, and Eric Hosmer is in for a single.
Wow, this could be big for this game. Late in the game, you can't drop that, Jim Thome. I mean, come on. And now, one man on, top of the 7th, one down. Omar Infant walks up to the plate. And he's batting .252 on the year. Also, he's doing better in the playoffs. He's batting a solid .260, but I mean, not that great. Alright, and the pitcher steps up, looks over at first, one glance. Oh, he's making a second glance. Starting to get some boos from the crowd. And fires a pitch. Oh!
And
Homer! Infant goes down!
He goes out because the benches are out! The benches are taking down the pitcher! What is going on? Those punches are flying everywhere! Everyone's down on the ground. Referees don't know what to do. Coaches are fighting. What is going on? The fans are on the field. The fans are on the field. Mike, I have never seen this before. The fans are on the field fighting.
Now the umpires are going out to break it up. Oh, they're struggling, man. They're struggling. Oh, okay. Now they're settling down. Now they're
settled down. The fans are getting riled up. They're moving back towards their sides. But Mike, I have never once seen the fans run onto the field like that.
Wow, I can't believe what just happened.
Oh my head is racing.
History. This is a Game 7 you will never forget.
After the umpires finally get this situation contained.
Mike, I'm still in disbelief after that.
Wow, this will go down in history. You'll be showing your kids this and your kids' kids this. And if you're alive, you'll be showing your kids' kids' kids this. Wow, Mike, this is insane. But with all that aside, we still have two men on with only one out. With Alcides Escobar up. Alcides is batting .285 in the cleanup spot, much better than better than the top three. But hopefully with this pitching change after the incident, they can keep their streak going here with with the pitcher taking a look around. Delivers the first pitch. Ball. A little low in the dirt.
He seems nervous, Mike. I don't think this pitcher's ready for this big situation.
I think he was just thrown in there due to the ejection. I don't think he's ready. They weren't even warming him up. So this could lead to some troubles for the Indians here. With the second pitch on the way, ball 2 in the dirt.
Wow, Mike, he's struggling out there.
Yeah, I don't know what the coaches are thinking about this. They can't obviously afford a walk here to load the bases up.
And Mike, Coach Madden's already picking up the phone, calling out to the bullpen. They're warming up another pitcher, another righty.
Yeah, with Terry Francona picking up the phone there, I'm not sure what they're thinking here. No one's obviously ready, and with this being such a close game, I don't know if they can afford much more here. With the third pitch of the bat on the way, Alcaniz pops it up. Looks like it's going to be an easy pop fly for the catcher back there, Jim Thome. And Jim Thome brings it down, leaving it with 2 outs here.
I mean, Mike, what a terrible bat by Escobar. You have 2 men on, 1 out, and you pop it up to the catcher. You just cannot afford
At this point, you have to put the ball on the ground to advance the runners.
Yes.
To hope something happens, but when
Yes.
you put it up, you can't do anything.
That's something that'll teach the kids. Now we're calling up a third Mike from tonight. Mike Mistakes. He's batting a solid 212 on the year.
Wow, this is brutal. It's brutal.
He's had a rough year. All right, and pitcher takes the mound. Loads, fires, first pitch. Oh, right down the middle. Oh, lines it to Jim Thome at first base. He makes the play, diving stop. Wow, well, what a play.
Jim Thome is all over the field. I mean, if you want a solid player on your team, you want Jim Thome.
And that'll end the top of the 7th inning of the Game 7 of the World Series. Royals Indians tied 0-0.
Yeah, Mike Mistakes really lives up to his name. Welcome back to Jacobs Field. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning. Score still tied 0-0. If you're just joining us, my name is Mike. Alongside
me, Mike.
For the viewers just joining us, I would just like to say, you guys have missed one hell of a game. This last inning has been one of the craziest innings possibly in World Series history.
Mike, the craziest.
We have ejections. We have balls going into people's heads. We got punches being thrown. And we have Jim Thome making plays all over the field. Leading off in the bottom of the 7th inning, we have the one and only Sandy Alomar. Sandy's batting a whopping .324 on the season, but to make this even more ridiculous, he's batting .685 in the World Series so far. This man is on fire.
I mean, Mike, he can't miss the ball.
This ball for him, I swear, they're throwing him balls honestly as big as a basketball, because this man is teeing off. And now with pitch number 1 on the way, we have Sandy Alomar taking one right down the pipe. I mean, when I say pipe, I mean pipe.
I mean, Mike, he should have piped it up there.
Yeah, with his track record so far, he should have teed this ball off to Alaska. Honestly, to Russia. Honestly, to Amsterdam. This man could have just whacked. He didn't. Pitch number 2 on the way. Sandy Alomar takes another one right down the pipe.
Now, Mike, he's down 0-2. I mean, this is just the pitcher's count. He can throw him whatever he wants. He should not leave him anything in the strike zone, though, Mike.
The only bright side here is we have Sandy Alomar with down 0-2 strikes, still batting a solid .250, which is quite impressive, and honestly, almost as good as half of the Royals roster. With pitch number 3 on the way, ball low. Good stop by the catcher, Jim Thome in the back.
Now 1-2, Mike. He's got a shot now. He's working.
Pitch number 3 on the way, swing and a miss. Sandy Alomar's only second strikeout of this whole World Series comes in a shock for Indians fans as the stadium goes silent.
That's just a downer for this entire stadium.
That is not what they need. After Royals almost putting up a couple runs this last inning, Indians needed a good start.
They need something, Mike. They need something.
And Olimar
to
just
start this drive.
didn't give them what they needed.
Now stepping up to the plate is Jim Thome. With one out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Indians need something to start him. And here comes the first pitch. Ball outside. Jim Thome he needs this one, Mike.
I mean, with Jim Thome playing the way he is, I honestly expect nothing less but a 2-run home run to left center field. Now I know you're going to say, Mike, there's no one even on base. But knowing Jim Thome, this man would make it happen.
Anything is possible with Jim.
Jim Thome is a freak.
And here comes the second pitch of the at-bat. And Jim Thome swings. High fly ball to right field.
Could it be gone?
Could it be gone? Oh, just falls short right into the glove of the Kansas City outfielder. Out number 2 of this bottom of the 7th inning in the World Series.
Very, very disappointed bat for Jim Thome. I mean, he had the strength to it, but great play out. Mike, with the Indians really struggling to barrel up the ball here, with only 2 hits so far through nearly 7 innings, it would be due for Mr. Tony Fernandez to really take one out.
Like they really need him to step up here. I mean, he needs to put a ball hard in play.
With Tony Fernandez square in the box, points up the sky, probably praying to grandma up there. Takes first pitch, drives to left field. It doesn't have the distance. Off the wall, and Fernandez is in for 2. Takes a double. This is exactly what the Indians needed, Mike. They needed someone like Fernandez to really get them started here in the bottom of the 7th.
And now they have something to build on, Mike. Can they do it with 2 outs? Can they make a 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 7th inning in this tight Game 7?
And if you're just joining us, my name is Mike.
And I'm Mike too. And now coming up with Fernandez on second, Omar Vizquel. He's a solid hitter, Mike. But let's see what he can do with these 2 outs.
Yeah, Omar Vizquel's been looking good on the season, but when it truly matters and it comes down to it, can he deliver in this crucial situation with the man outside?
And now the pitcher steps on the mound, looks back once, makes a second glance, and fires the first pitch, and it's a strike on the upper half fastball. Upper 90s. Wow, that reached 96, Mike.
Yeah, Vizquel seemed a little off guard. He took his load and everything seemed a little late, so I'm not sure if he was expecting that kind of heat.
And now pitcher steps on the mound again, loads, fires, ball outside. Now evens the count 1-1, and he's moving quick. Steps on the mound again, fires another pitch, strike. And there's a second strike. It's a 1-2.
Vizquel was not happy with that. He looks back at the umpire, Mike, and he gives him a look that he was not happy with that call.
Probably yelled at something the kids can't hear at home, Mike.
Yeah, we obviously don't want to hear that either.
And now, another pitch from the pitcher. And Vizquel swings, ground ball to first base. Easy play. He steps on first, and that is the end of the 7th inning here in Game 7 of the World Series. Tied 0-0. And now to commercial break. This is Mike.
I'm Mike.
And we will be back with the top of the 8th inning, where the Kansas City Royals lead off.
Curling up in bed with a favorite book is nice, but I think women would rather curl up with their favorite man. But here's the thing. About half of men over 40 have some degree of erectile dysfunction. Well, Viagra helps guys with BD get and keep an erection. And remember, you only take it when you need it.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra.
Back from commercial. If you're just joining us, we're in the top of the 8th inning. World Series Game 7. Royals and Indians are locked in at 0. I'm Mike.
And I'm Mike.
And we're happy to be here. Leading off the Royals in the top of the 8th, we have Alex Gordon. Alex Gordon's batting .266 on the year, yet only batting .180 in the World Series.
He's struggling, Mike.
Talk about disappointing his family. Alex Gordon. Alex Gordon taking the first pitch. Strike! Right down the pipe.
Wow, Mike. I mean, I just don't understand these guys. It's Game 7. You'd think they'd be jumping up there, wanting to swing the bat, and just killing the ball, but they're just taking it like it's no biggie.
With the Royals' inexperience in big games like this, I think they're nervous. These guys have not been playing in World Series their whole lives, so this is something that they're gonna tell their children and their children's children, and their children's children, and even if they're alive, their children's 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 children. That's a lot of children if they decide to have them. Alex Gordon taking pitch number 2. Ball in the dirt. Good stop by Jim Thome in the back. Jim Thome's having an awesome game. And when I say awesome, I mean awesome. I'm thinking if the Indians win this game, there's no doubt in my mind that Jim Thome's the MVP of this series. Alex Gordon taking the third pitch of the at-bat. And it's delivered. Line drive right back to the pitcher. What a great play by the pitcher there.
Wow, Mike. That was an unbelievable reaction by the pitcher. He made that play. Wow. He made it look easy.
Those plays are scary, Mike. You know, you see it countless times. These pitchers are out there to die. And I mean, these line drives can hit them right in the head. And obviously, you've seen with the 7th inning, hitting balls in the head. You know how that goes. This calls for a disruption, and no one wants to see that. No one wants to see such a great pitcher go down.
Mike, I wouldn't be surprised if he's nervous for the next few pitches. I mean, that was crazy fast.
There's no doubt in my mind. That's got to rattle him.
His life had a flash before his eyes.
Yeah,
Mike.
you watched. He's probably thinking about his kids. And if his kids have kids, he's probably thinking about them too.
And now stepping up to the plate, Lorenzo Cain with 1 down in the top of the 8th inning in this tight game.
If you're just joining us, we're in the top of the 8th inning of a great defensive battle between the Indian and the Royal. My name is Mike.
And I'm Mike.
And we're happy to be here.
And the pitcher steps on the mound and delivers the first pitch. Ball outside.
That was
1-0.
close, but good take by the batter there.
And delivering the second pitch. Oh, swinging foul back over the crowd, over the net, and into the crowd. Oh, and what a play by one of the members in the crowd.
This man had a baby in one arm, a beer in the other hand, and still manages to catch the ball. What a play. There's no doubt in my mind you will be seeing this on Sports Center top 10 plays for the next 30 years. What a play. This is a better play than a play I've seen this entire game. I mean, Jim Thome's had a great game, but this man, I'm going to call him Baby Beer Man. This man had the greatest catch of his life, and he gets to keep the ball and gives it to the baby. And that baby will probably give it to his baby as well, and pass it on to his baby, and for generations to go. This is going to be a legendary moment. This just hypes me up.
And the pitcher delivers third pitch of the at-bat, and wow! He rips it to center field, right back up the middle, and he's rounding first like he's got nowhere else to be, man.
Following up the beautiful hit by Lorenzo Cain, we have Nori Aokai. Nori Aokai is fresh out of Japan. And when I say fresh, I mean this man was living in Japan less than 12 months ago. Mike, if this isn't a great story, I don't know what is. Besides the beer baby man, nothing beats Norioki's story. Norioki with the first pitch, takes one fly ball. This ball is deep center. Does it have a chance? And no! The ball is caught out there in center by Jim Thome, no other than Jim Thome, and throws it in to prevent any tag from Kane to advance to second base.
Mike, Jim Thome is just all over the field tonight, man.
This has to be one of the most brilliant defensive games I've seen in a long while, Mike.
Now, 2 down in the top of the 8th inning, man on first. Billy Butler steps up to the plate. And the pitcher steps on the mound, delivers a strike right down the middle. Man, he's just looking up there. He didn't like that call.
With Billy Butler being ninth in the order, you can't expect anything less than watching one right down the middle.
And here comes the second pitch. A curveball down the middle. Oh, it may have looked a little outside of the zone, and Billy Butler thinks the same. He's talking to the umpire right now.
Billy Butler is not happy with Mike, the home plate umpire, right now.
And the catcher has to make a visit to the mound because Billy's complaining way too much. And the catcher's walking back, asks for a new ball, gives it back out to the pitcher. And here comes the third pitch of the at bat. And a slider right outside of the plate, and strike 3. And Billy, he slams his bat on the ground. He looks at the umpire, and he's like, "Man, that's not a strike." But yes, it was, Mike. It was strike 3, and that is the end of the inning.
And as you can see, Billy Butler didn't phrase that exactly that way. He added a couple words, but we can't repeat that because we know kids are watching right now, so we're going to pretend like you guys just didn't see what he mouthed. And we're going to take you to commercial break.
You want to know the secret to victory? Fail to make the varsity team.
Start your career as a walk-on.
Go 3-13 your rookie season.
Lead the league in interceptions.
Take a perfect team and blow a perfect season.
Spend 108 years as a lovable loser.
Serena denied a shot at history by an unseated opponent.
Be on the wrong side of the biggest upset in your sport.
You really want to know the secret to victory?
And heartbreak for Matt Ryan, who is in utter disbelief.
Defeat.
Come on, one more. Sit up. Yeah! Make defeat your fuel.
Joining us after commercial break, we're here, still at Jacobs Field. If you're just joining us, I'm Mike,
Yeah, Mike.
and we're happy to be here as always. We still got a tight one between the Royals and the Indians here. We're deadlocked at 0 going into the bottom of the 8th inning. Leading off the Indians, we have no other one than Mr. Matt Williams. Matt Williams batting .263 on the season, yet only batting for a horrible .090 this postseason. And when I say bad, that's pretty dang bad.
Mike, the bottom half of the order here for the Indians has just been god awful in this World Series.
On the season, they've been decent, but this is the World Series. It's been pretty bad. With the first pitch coming in for Williams, takes one low, but Mike, the umpire, calls it a strike. That was a close one, Mike. Not sure how I feel about that. Williams is not too happy about that. You know, he's gonna brush it off, keeps cool. Pitch number 2 on the way. Yeah, fastball. Driven by Williams. This one's looked like it's going to be caught out there in left field. And the play is made in left field for 1 out.
Now making an appearance, Brian Giles here in the bottom of the 8th inning, 1 down. And here comes the first pitch. And it looks like a fastball whacked down the left field line. Oh, but that left fielder makes a great play and hurls it into second base and holds him to 1. Brian Giles singles here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Mike, that could have easily led to a double, even a triple if he made if he took a poor angle on that ball. But that left fielder out there took a phenomenal angle and whang that ball into the second base.
Now Giles is standing on first, 1 man down here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Coming up to bat with one man on first, one down, bottom of the 8th here. We have no one other than Marquise Grissom.
Mike, more like Marquise Croissant.
Oh my god. Grissom steps up to the plate, knows this situation is in dire need. This team's in dire need of a run here. Awaits the delivery, pitches in, ball in the dirt. Great stop there by the catcher. Keeps the runner on first base. Pitch number 2 on the way.
Wow, Mike, look at the runner. He's got a huge lead out there. He looks antsy. He looks like he might take off after this pitch.
And right with that, you're right, Mike. Pitcher throws over. Easy play for the runner to get back. Just giving him warning, saying, "I'm watching you. I know what's going on." Not letting him steal, keeping him close because a runner on second base in scoring position.
And the crowd's giving him a boo now, Mike, for throwing over. I mean, they must be thinking, turn the page, right?
They're impatient. Grissom taking pitch number 2 and soars one in there. This looks to be an easy play for the first baseman. And the first baseman comes down with it for out number 2.
You know, Mike, bottom 8, 2 down. Manny Ramirez steps up to the plate, and he's been a great hitter this year, batting .328. For the bottom of the lineup, Mike, I don't know why they don't scoot him up in the lineup.
The only thing I'm thinking of is maybe getting him on base for the top of the lineup to really drive him around the bases.
That's a great point, Mike. I never really thought about
Thanks,
that.
Mike.
And one man on first base. And first pitch, ball low. But the catcher makes a great play, holds his runner at first. And now it's 1-0. Ramirez better be looking for a great pitch because he really has to drive it with 2 outs here late in the game. The pitcher steps on the mound, looks over once, and slide steps, fires, and another ball inside. Ramirez up 2-0 in the count. He better be looking for a pipe shot right down the middle.
He's got to be picky here. You know, he's probably got a pitch in mind that if it's anything other than that pitch, he's not going to swing.
And pitcher steps on the mound. High leg kick here, making sure he gets to the delivery. Fires right down the middle. Ramirez, it kills a ball. Oh my, it's got distance. Left field line, left field. Oh, off the wall. Oh, he's rounding first and rounding second. And the runner on first is rounding third, going home. And Ramirez is going to third, and he slides in, barely beats the throw, and that's a triple. The Indians are up 1-0. They're up 1-0, bottom of the 8 Game 7 World Series. Oh my God, this is huge. This could be it. That could be the game-winning run, Mike. Wow.
What a clutch hit by Ramirez. He was due. This series wasn't the best performance, but he was due and comes up clutch when his team needs it.
And now he is in scoring position for Justice up next. Let's see what he can do. That piece of hitting was like a pig on a steak, just waiting for everyone to eat him alive.
For the kids out there watching, if you slow down and watch Ramirez's swing, it is a beauty. A big stride, loading back the hand and bringing the hands right to the ball.
It's like a Victoria's Secret model on the runway.
Beautiful,
beautiful,
beautiful, elegant, subtle, but clutch. Clutch.
Yes, Mike.
Justice coming up to the plate. Could really use it, even just a single here, with the 2 outs to get the 2-0 lead, which could put this game away. Justice, first pitch on the way, and he makes contact. It's a bloop towards the shortstop, and the shortstop can't make the play. Ramirez scores, and Justice is in for a single.
And he makes a hard turn around first, but the shortstop got the ball in quickly.
What a play, but nonetheless, A run still scores. 2-0. Indians lead.
2-0. The Indians pulling away with it in the World Series. Mike, when was the last time they did this? 1948? I mean, no one can even remember that.
I mean, if you think about your grandparents, maybe their grandparents, maybe even their grandparents remember. But it's been a while.
Mike, can they pull it off? The Cleveland, I mean, put that in quotation marks because it's Cleveland. And now up, Sandy Alomar, one of the all-time great Cleveland Indians. Up and, I mean, this if he does anything here, he could really make this a tough situation for Kansas City going into the ninth. Man on first base, and he looks ready, Mike. He looks ready. He wants to kill the ball. He wants to put this one out of Jacobs Field.
Because if we could square this ball up and knock one out of the park, this game is next to over. There's no way coming back.
And now Sandy Alomar steps in the batter's box, hits that place once, points out like he's calling a shot like Babe Ruth. Man, he's really confident. And then the pitcher steps on the mound and delivers the first pitch, swinging. Sandy Alomar pops it straight up. Oh, the pitcher's underneath of it, looking, but no, the first baseman comes in, calls him off, and makes the play. And that is the end of the 8th inning. Huge inning for the Cleveland Indians, putting them up 2-0. And I don't know if the Kansas City Royals can come up big in the top of the 9th here in Game 7 of the World Series. But we'll catch you after this commercial break. It's Mike.
I'm Mike, and we're happy to be here.
This just in, Wendy's is adding the double stack as an option in the 4-for-4 for a limited time. With over a quarter pound of fresh beef, that's a deal so good it should not exist. Like bumblebees should not be able to fly because their wings are too small for their bodies.
Wait, we're not supposed to fly? Yeah, kind of like how a quarter pound of beef should not be in the 4-for-4.
But it is, along with 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink, all for just $4. Any other beef puns?
No, we're good, honey.
The double stack and the 4-for-4. A deal so great, it's impossibly good.
Back from commercial break brings us into the final inning of this awesome World Series to watch. Mike, have you been having fun?
Yes, Mike, of course.
If you guys are just joining us, I'm Mike.
I'm Mike.
And of course, we're having fun. Leading off the top of the 9th, we have the leadoff man for the Royals, Mr. Salvador Perez. Salvador Perez on his at-bat the 7th inning. Did not manage to get on base, but can he redeem himself here? Pitches on the way. Strike 1. Off the outside of the plate, but still looks good.
Mike, he needs to do something here, else the Royals are really screwed. I mean, they got to get something going here.
They need their leadoff man on base, and if he doesn't, this could end in a loss. Perez taking the second pitch. Perez swings, opposite field shot to right field, dropped down in before the right fielder can get to it. In for a single.
Wow, Mike, that is just what the Kansas City Royals need. A leadoff single by Perez. Just beautiful piece of hitting. Oppo field, Oppo taco, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Perez.
You know these fans here at Jacobs Field gotta be getting a little nervous with the man on first base.
And this makes for a beautiful game here. I'm excited, Mike. Now up to the plate, Eric Hosmer. He singled last time in the 7th inning. Maybe he can do the same here in the 9th inning. The Kansas City Royals need it, man. Right, Mike?
They do, with the runner on first base. If they can string together a couple of hits here, this could lead to get the Indians lead back down.
And the Indians are up 2-0. Man on first base, the Royals. And the first pitch, strike. Outside part of the plate. Hosmer looking. It wasn't his pitch, so it's fine, And steps on the mound. He gives a look at the first baseman. He needs to hold him on. Oh, he throws over. Holds him back, making sure he doesn't get in the scoring position, because that is the last thing the Indians need, is a challenge here in the 9th inning, because you know Cleveland, they always blow it. And now, the second pitch, ball inside. Hosmer's looking for a perfect pitch here. 1-1 count. He may get it. And the next pitch, swinging a miss on the curveball. Hosmer's down now, 1-2. He needs the fight. Now the pitcher steps back on the mound. He looks once at Perez, looks twice at Perez, taking his time, and fires another pitch outside. Now, count now 2-2. He's tied it back up. Can Hosmer keep fighting to find a way on base? Any way could do him good. He steps back on the mound, and he fires another pitch. Foul ball, foul off to the right side. And the runner was moving. If that could have stayed fair, it could have been damage to the Cleveland Indians.
Quite the at-bat Hosmer has here going.
This is just making me breathe heavily, man.
I'm sweating right now, Mike. I can feel my pits condensing with condensation, you know, all that stuff. It's a little warm here.
I'm sweating too. We need a fan, Mike, in here with this crazy game.
We should probably get the producer. Hey, we need a fan.
And the next pitch is delivered and in the dirt, but the catcher holds it. He blocks it good and keeps the runner on first. And it is a 3-2 count. Hosmer's fighting. He's fighting for his dear life. And the 3-2 count.
The payoff pitch.
And it's delivered, and Hosmer hits it right back up the middle. A liner, and the center field makes a diving play. What a play! He catches it and holds the runner at first. There's one down here now in the bottom of the 9th inning of the World Series, Game 7. Indians up 2-0. That was huge.
What a risky play by the center fielder. You know, diving that. If that ball gets past, that runner has a great chance of rounding all the way to home.
Wow, Mike. Jim Thome, another.
This man could not be having a better game. Up to plate next for the Kansas City Royals, we have Omar Infant. Omar Infant, last time around,
cleared the benches, Mike. I mean, you can't forget that moment in this game.
What a groundbreaking moment for that. Probably still hurting after that pitch, but, you know, he's back, ready to conquer this and put his team in a better situation.
But he's got to fight through the pain for this at bat. This is important. This could decide the World Series here within the last inning.
Infante steps up. First pitch. Drives it to right center field. In for another single. Runner on second looks to go third and is held up by the third base coach. Smart play, probably Mike there. With only one out, why risk it? With runners on first and second, great chance for something good to happen here.
And now the winning run is stepping up to the plate. If he could homer, I mean, he could put the Kansas City Royals in the lead. Who would have thought?
After the quick 2-0 lead in the 7th and 8th inning by the Indians, you would never expect this.
And now Escobar steps up to the plate. An important moment in this game. 1 out, 2 men on. I mean, a hit here could do damage, could put him on the board and, I mean, make him eligible to tie this game up in the coming hitters. And now the first pitch to Escobar rips it down the third base line. And it's going to the wall, rolls to the wall. The outfielder picks it up, fires it in the third base to the cutoff man, and into third. And the runner scores from second, and the person from first into third. And that's a double for Escobar. Oh my God, they're in 2-man in scoring position with 1 out in the 9th inning. Holy crap, this could be huge. It is 2-1. The Indians could finally blow another World Series like they always do.
Coming up to the plate with runners on second and third with 1 out. Who other than Mike Moustakas? You know, Mike.
Can he make another mistake here like he always does? Just like his last name tells you.
Can he live up to this once again with getting another out and losing the game for his town and being disowned by his family most likely in the meantime?
But Mike, there's only 1 out, so he won't quite lose the game yet. But
but his family would still disown him nonetheless. Mistake squares in.
As they should.
Of course, because with a name like that, everyone should be disowned.
I mean, his parents should just be, embarrassed that they have a last
He's
name
a
like that. And
disgrace.
he's in the MLB.
He is a disgrace.
It's just meant to be that he
Sad. Sad,
Yes,
honestly,
yes.
Mike. It is sad. Mistake stepping in. First pitch in. Ball low. Mistakes. Doesn't make a mistake there. And watches it. Second pitch on the way with a high leg kick. Delivery and mistakes. Soaring fly ball to right field. It may be deep enough for a tag. Right fielder coming in. Makes the catch, throws to the plate, and the runner at third's held up. You know, Mike, I don't know. Do you think he could have had that at home plate?
Yes, Mike. I don't know. At this point in the game, you have to take every opportunity you get. He would have beat the throw, in my opinion. He's fast.
You know, Mike Mistakes, once again, just
Makes another mistake,
lives
Mike.
up to that name. Shame.
And 2 outs. In this Game 7 World Series, man on third and second. Alex Gordon, he's up to play. This is just unreal. I'm sweating. I'm panting. I don't know what to do. The Cleveland Indians have a shot. They have a shot, Mike, for once in their life. And the first pitch is delivered. Ball! And this Cleveland Indians pitcher, he's nervous. Cody Allen, he's nervous. He always blows games. Oh my God, he's nervous. He steps on the mound. He's shaking. He's shaking. He kicks up. Leg kick. And he delivers the next pitch. And it's a ball again. It's a 2-0 count. Oh, this leaves Gordon in a great position to make contact and drive in the game-tying and game-winning run. And again, Cody Allen kicks up. He's really nervous. He kicks up.
Mike, you sound pretty nervous here too.
And he fires the pitch. And he swings. And a high fly ball. Oh my God, that does it. If he could just make the catch. Francisco Lindor at shortstop. Can he make the catch? And he makes the catch. And the Cleveland Indians win the World Series.
The world champions!
He wins the World Series. They won it. Cleveland won it. Believe it. Oh my God. Yes, they did it. They did it, Mike. Mike. The first time in over 60 years. Yes, Mike. I know I haven't been showing my breathing, but I wanted Cleveland to win the entire game. Yes!